What's good with y'all boys over here on YouTube, man? Listen, it's your boy JB Quan back with another bang video, man. Listen, this video right here is going to be the ultimate demigod build of NBA 2K26. Listen, and the reason why I say that is because this build does a little bit of every single thing potentially, but you are going to need cat breakers for this build, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but yeah, man, let's get straight into it. So, you know, go to my player builder, you know, go in there and create you one, you know. Hands is, you know, preference, the number on the jersey's preference, the name is preference, you know, everything's preference, bro. Not gonna lie. And the reason why I put 99 is that's my favorite number, and this is a demigod, you know. These demigods will get to wear that number, you know what I mean? Listen, man, you're gonna go straight to power forward. You're gonna make them 6'7", I believe 248 pounds to get a 92 rebound. 92 rebound, man. You're gonna keep the wingspan at 7 foot. No, 200, yep, 249, my bad, yeah, so get a 92 rebound. Alright. Yeah, so let's get straight into it. We go straight to the rebound and go ahead and max all that out, you know? Oh, no, to the speed, my bad. This is pre-recorded, but yeah, there's something about that 85 speed that I just love in the build, man. We go 83 strength for the box out beast. 90 vertical. Sounds crazy, but you are smaller at power forward, so you want some vertical. Yeah, 83 3 ball for limitless on bronze. You know, a couple other badges. You know, you're gonna we just let it just rock out. We just gonna, you know, pause it when we want to talk about everything, man. Like I said, this is all pre-recorded, so you know. 65 passing. I'll let y'all go ahead and look at it though. And like I always say, everything on my builds have to have something that it meets. So just keep that in mind when I'm making my builds. You do not have to make this, is just strictly for content. But if you like the build, this is the build for you. If you want to play power forward and want to be defensive minded and you don't want to be able to get your own buckets, this is the build for you. And this is the final result, man. And like I said, this build does require cat breakers. When making the build, you are going to need at least 8 to 9 cat breakers. You know, I mean, everybody's not going to have this. This will work without cat breakers, but you know, if you want it to be at full potential, you want at least 8 to 9 cat breakers at minimum. But yeah, like I said, everything has a meaning, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So listen, you know, 82 close shot, just be able to finish under the rim. Just layups, just be able to finish. You're not taking anything contested, so you shouldn't, you know, trying to take anything contested anyways, you know. So I'm going to explain the cat breakers after the build, like, you know, in another clip. But yeah, so we got the 72 standard dunk for rise up bronze, and then we have 73 drive and dunk for posterizer bronze, you know. 87 post control to be able to, you know, get unpluckable, I believe silver. Yep, says it right there. 83 3 ball, like I said in the beginning, to get limitless on bronze. You know, you'll be able to get some okay bases with this. You get a 70 free throw just in case you go to the wreck, you know. The ball control and the speed of ball is going to potentially go up with a couple cap breakers. Like I'm gonna show y'all those in the end of the build. Then we got the 65 passing. People may say it's low. Yes, it's low, but you know, it all depends on the person on the sticks. It all depends on the person on the sticks. If you know how to pass the ball, you're not going to get as many turnovers as you think you will. The 82 interiors, because you're a smaller power forward, you're a back end build that can also dribble, that can also dunk, that can also, you know, go get a rebound, has strength, has vertical. You got the 82 perimeter for Challenger Silver, which you can max +2 that to make it Hall of Fame. And then you also have the 73 still for the interceptor gold, no, silver, my bad, I'm sorry. Then you have the 78 block, which you can, you know, you're gonna get high flying denier on silver if I'm not mistaken. You know, you got the 92 rebound for gold rebound chaser. And you have the 85 speed, 80 agility. I have that on my main player, my 6'8" point guard that I use, well, shooting guard that I use, but I actually play point guard with it most of the time. Then you also have the 83 strength for box out beast on silver. And no, is it box out beast or the move? It's one of those, I can't remember. Then you have 90 vertical, and that 90 vertical is going to play a big part in playing your defense and getting your dunks off when you want, you know. But yeah, man, let me go ahead and show y'all where the cap breakers will be going at potentially. And like I was saying, the cap breakers are going to go in certain places. This build is going to require cap breakers, not gonna lie. Y'all gonna look at the build and be like, ew, what is this, bro? That is sickening looking. But yeah, like I said, everything has reason on my player builds. I don't know about everybody else's, but mine has reasons. So let's go ahead and pause it. Okay, so look, go right here down to the ball handle. So 67, if you put 5 cap breakers on it, it goes to an 85 if I'm not mistaken. 67 plus 18. Nope. 67 plus 18. Oh my god. Yeah, to an 85 ball handle, which is more than enough. I would stop potentially at the what is it, the 82 ball handle, but you know, why not go ahead and get the 85, you know, it just gives you more animations. It gives you I believe a couple other badges I can't remember off the top. But yeah, man, you can also get your speed ball up if you wanted to make that at 80, you know, for blur. That badge is broken, but honestly, I would only put 5 on my ball handle and 1 on my speed ball to give it a 76, which you only need a 75 to get, you know, Zach LaVine's dribble style, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. And then I have 8 altogether, so yeah. So I would put, me personally, I would only put 4 on my ball handle, 1 on my speed ball, and then the other 3. Yeah, the other 3 I would put on my drive and dunk, which would make my drive and dunk, do the math, I'm sorry, 73 plus 8, which would make it an 81. Yeah, an 81. And then with, you know, and this build is very usable. Then, you know, people gonna look at this build like, yo, what is that and all this and that. But it's not your build, it's my build, you know. But this build is very good, in my opinion. Very usable. People would, you know, have their own biased opinions, but you know, this is my build, not theirs at the end of the day. Make your build how you want to make your build, and try not to listen to others. Yes, get their opinion, but you know, go on ahead and, you know, make your build how you would potentially make your build, you know. But yeah, man, if you were to even put 5 cap breakers on the driving dunk, that would give you an 85 driving dunk, which isn't bad. But why? What do you need an 85 driving dunk for? It doesn't give you anything. It gives you better animations, yes, but you know, you shouldn't be taking on anything contested, in my opinion. that's just how I play. That's just how I play the game of NBA 2K. But yeah, man, this is the Demigod build that, you know, that I'm gatekeeping, that I may make in the future, because I love playing back end. I love playing defense. I'm a very defensive minded person, and when I'm playing with my peoples, like, I always play, you know, either big man, point guard, or, you know, power forward. I have all three of those builds, you know, separately, and I did just make a big 7-foot big man that is very, very, very good. 99 rebound, 91 strength. I'm not even gonna keep going, because that one right there may be the next video that I will be dropping on for NBA 2K26, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. But yeah, man. And boom, man, that is the build video, man. The ultimate Demigod build for NBA 2K26, bro. Listen, man, I'm trying my hardest to stay as consistent as possible, you know. I'm trying to get the content you need for the videos and try to edit up a video. It is all a headache, but if you want it, you gotta go get it at the end of the day, man. Listen, that's my lady text me, but yeah, man. What was I saying? My bad, I just got sidetracked a little bit. But yeah, man, I'm gonna try to stay as much as consistent as I can. You know, I just went through a little bit of stuff with my daughter and everything that, you know, I had to rush to the hospital. Well, me and my lady had to rush to the hospital, of course. Yeah, but you know, if y'all can like, comment, subscribe if you like the build video. You know, you don't have to make it. It would be nice. If you can, you know, once again, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub, you know. It's not that hard to support, man. It's free. Yeah, man. It's your boy JB Quan, man. And I'm out. Peace.